Hello, everybody. Sarge Darge here. How are you doing? I am doing actually pretty. The one with Sarge Darge can be. So we got the innioasis Y1. I've actually made a video on this, I believe. Right? I have made a video on this. I made a video on this. And this should be like on my other model. I got the silver model. This is 125 gigs. My other one was a 64 gigabyte model. And I want to tell you just a little fun facts about this, a little update, if you will. Um, they rolled out a new update with this that can allow you to watch movies on it and have custom themes. This one's kind of shoddy, but they made it proper. It looks like an iPod theme, which is pretty swag. We can go into videos, and we can fetch our all videos. And then I have a War Thunder clip that won't keep me copyrighted.
Ah, damn. Dude, everything's like...
Yep. A little War Thunder clip. I have no idea what the resolution of this is. I kind of want to look at the resolution of this and match it with the John Wick movie I have. Because, let's go into John Wick. Like, skip to, like, to actually show something. There we go. As you can tell, it's a lot smaller. It's to here. It's a lot smaller. But it plays it. I didn't have to downgrade the quality, like 4K, 1080p, that kind of quality. The quality? Yeah, that's quality. But I had to downgrade the resolution to the size of the screen. But for War Thunder, I just drag and dropped it into this, and it worked like that. It used more of the screen, so I have no idea how I'm gonna fix that. I might boot it up sometime today and look at the size of this, and maybe put that onto John Wick. It's actually really good that you can that you need to do that to put the screen size down, because well, it lowers the quality, like how much it takes up for space inside of here. Because John Wick 1 was like a gig, but now it's like under a gig, which is, I think, is good. So yeah, that's the one thing you do if you want to watch movies on it. You need to lower the screen resolution. I've seen people boast about them in the innioasis. There you go, look at that. Innioasis subreddit. But they never told you, like, here's the proper step by step way in order to do it. It's been a while since I've been on it because I've been busy. And the only reason why I was on it, just to see if there's like any custom firmware for this. Yep, there is OMF, there is OMS official firmware, but no custom firmware yet. So yeah, this new firmware, the OMF firmware, their firmware on here is not on their site. You need to go to the Reddit, and someone has it like in their Google Docs. It is official. It's just they didn't post it to their site. But this is what music would look like if it's playing. I have this filled to the brim with music. Here we go. Is Japanese pop non-copyrighted? Whatever. What will give me not copyrighted? Oldies? I think oldies wouldn't give me copyrighted, right? Mamas and Papas, really? That's considered oldies? Classical? Maybe classical music. There we go. Classical. This is what it looks like. It has a nice little reflection on the bottom of the wallpaper. Up and down are the same. Nothing really changed, but you know, theme wise, there's a nice little theme to it. The one thing I like to do a lot is, for one, like watch John Wick and Pacific Rim on here. I need to get Pacific Rim on here. But is that this thing for its storage medium is an SD card. It's literally just an SD card. I was fiddling around with my old one. I was taking it apart and stuff because it was broke. The screen was cracked on it. And I got my old music off of it and put it into here. It was a 64 gig. This is a 125 gig, I think I said. And I got my old music on here. That 64 gigabyte is actually being used for something. It's actually being used for this. Um, my plan is to use the Cat S22 when this breaks, or when I don't know. I really want to get the SD card out of here and put it into this, so I can have my music on here, and I can use the flip phone, and I guess use the adapter that comes with it. But I just like the idea of using this flip phone for music. Um, but another thing I really like doing is plugging this up to something. The reason why I brought the SD card is because it doesn't have its own custom software you need to download. It's literally plug and search. And my car has an aftermarket cheap Android screen, about maybe yay big. Probably not as big as this, but like maybe like to here, like that. Like, it's a good sized screen, but the quad. My dog, my dog. What are you doing? My dog was moving the thing. Um, I mean, the what's inside of it is cheap, but it runs barely. It runs though, and what I like to do is just plug this into it, let VLC read it like once. What I do is I plug it in, I open up VLC, and I do a scan of all the stuff, and then I go back into VLC for Android and untick automatic rescan. Because what it does, like when you put, because this is over 1,000. Oh shoot. It's okay. There's like over 2,000 songs in here that I don't kind of listen to. I only listen to the other ones like for special moods and stuff. But there's over like 2,000 songs on here, and I can't keep on auto rescanning every time. So what VLC does, it scans it once and puts like a shortcut to it. Dog. It puts like a shortcut to it, so I can unplug it and go back into it, and I think it would actually have the music on there, but it'd be like failed to read media. So what I do, I plug it in, I turn on the USB sharing onto it, and it will go back into it because it's just a shortcut. It's just a line of text saying, "Hey, something's supposed to be here. Here's the directory. Look for it, and if it's there, we'll go to it." So I like doing. It was a long first search because it was like over 1,000 songs, but I kept my car running for a little bit, and I got it done. And it's like mostly a one and done deal. If you have a system that has built-in Android into it, and if you have a device that has a bunch of music on it, and that just connects without any custom software or anything, most likely you can connect that device to your car stereo or whatever, and just play it. I have Foobar on here. Foobar is actually installed on this. I think it's the portable installation, and if I want to play music on play my music on like my laptop or something, but I don't want to bring like a USB around, and I don't want to download Foobar on it. Guess what? This Foobar already on here. Foobar is basically a VLC, but mostly geared towards audio. I wish it was on Android or something. And I was like, I plug it in, turn on the USB sharing, and go into Foobar, and Foobar has it all configured because, hey, it's the portable installation. It's not a local installation. So it already has all my music and its folders and stuff like that, which is really cool. I say that. It's been a long time since I used Foobar, so I could be wrong, but at the same time, I still have it installed, so it must be doing something good. But yeah, it's really good for that too, because it's just an SD card in here, and I really want to upgrade it if possible. When I got the SD card on my older one, I basically had to snap the motherboard out of it because there is like some sort of adhesive taped on the back of here that's holding that, and that has like a good grip on it. So like, I'm genuinely scared to upgrade it if possible. I'm sure it's possible because they have the official firmwares online. So what I would assume is I just get big SD card, put it. I keep on doing that. Put it in iPod, I call it the APod, Android pod, and format it. I should do it the rest, and then yeah, it'd be really nice. But when this does break on me, I'm not gonna buy another one. I'm sorry. I already have a device that's already lined up for it, and it's like it would be way more rugged, and it would kind of make more sense too. This thing has proper Bluetooth. The Bluetooth adapter on here is not shot. I can use it, but only at low volumes. If I do it to higher volumes, it's just crusty. I hear noticeable abnormalities. It's noticeable crunch. It doesn't sound good. The quality is dipped and stuff like that. But with this, it has Bluetooth built in. It has the volume up and down. It has an SD card that conveniently matches the max capacity that this has. And it would actually make the phone run smoother because I can offload some of the apps to the SD card to here. And it just, I think it makes sense, and I really want to start using this phone. Today I am gonna set it up to be back with my second phone. But it's just not about you. I'm sorry, but this is about this. So yeah, a little update on the firmware. No one's made any custom firmware, which I really hope they do because this thing runs on Android, which means you can get Android apps on here. What I really would want is a app that would just make you control the music through a phone, like KDE Neon, like the KDE app, basically. The KDE app, you can connect to another phone and you can control the music. I just used that bare minimum, and that didn't really work that well, sadly, but it worked. So that's why I would really want. That's bare minimum for me. It was like, if you get an app that you can control your music and volume from, then that would be good. That'd be amazing for me. I just use my phone to just bloop, switch to another song, which would be really nice. Anything else would be pleasure, not a necessity, just more of a pleasure. But yeah, and with custom firmware, you can fix some stuff. You can make it like a proper iPod too, which would be really nice. This would be a good modern iPod. You don't have iTunes weighing you down. You don't need an Apple account. You just need your MP3/FLAC/whatevers that can run on this thing, and MP4s, and just put it on here. The one thing I was actually a little worried about was the load time of putting in a large amount of music. My load time was under 10 minutes, like under 5 minutes, and I have over 2,000 songs. I probably have double is the storage. I think I have a little over of 62 gigabytes of music on here, and when I use my 60 something gigabyte model, it was so long for the music to load, and I don't know if that was just me glued to this thing for like months on end, listening to music onto it constantly, and just figuring out I could just push the back button and it would just load it in the background. But that thing took so long. Like I felt like it took like over 5 minutes for the music to load up, to read everything and stuff like that. But this, it just does it fine. I say fine. It does take a little bit if you have bigger library, but it just does it. It's just cool. So yeah, I think I talked about everything. Audio has a little thing over here. Play music, play movies on it now. MP4s basically. You need to do some little MacGyvering. But I suggest making a post on the Reddit saying, hey, step-by-step guide on how to properly put movies/videos on here to hopefully fit the screen comfortably or have a comfortable viewing. It would be nice to have that. But even then, we got the Cat S22 Flip that has pretty damn better screen size than this. So if I ever want to go off onto the cat mode, if I want to go into Cat S22 territory, when this breaks on me, which would be eventual, I can always just play the movies on here. But yeah, Sarge here. Time to set the Cat S22 up for not permanent, but semi-permanent use alongside with my modern phone. I'll keep on rocking this baby until then. Sarge here, signing off. Make sure to vibe on.